Welcome to another video from Plain and Simple Travels. If you've seen our previous videos, you would have seen that we used to carry our bikes on a rhino rack. It used to be on the front there, and used to have the bars hanging out, but that was only suitable for the pushies. It's not suitable for the e-bikes. So once we got the e-bikes, we started to carry them in the back of the Landcruiser, and they fitted quite well. But now that we've gone to the 70, it's about 200mm shorter and narrower than the 200, and the bikes don't fit all that well. So Vicky has made the executive decision we go back to a rack, to a bike rack on the front of the caravan. So I did a bit of research on different bike racks around for e-bikes, and I liked the Wild Boar. Only problem was it was too expensive. I think it's, well, too expensive for us. And I was lucky enough to find one on Facebook Marketplace for about half price. It's 18 months old, and the lady told me to be used 2 or 3 times. But it's the full rack. It's got the big swivel, wherever it is, big offset swivel, so it should be able to hang over the top of the toolbox, and then I can swing it back to open the toolbox. But it also came with a tow bar mount, so we can take it off the caravan and put it on the back of the car if we want to drive to rail trails. Anyway, I've just got to figure out how to put it on, because I think it says in the instructions I need 100mm space for the brackets, and I'm not sure I got them. So the main problem that I have is that I want to put the bracket in there, and I've got a tap on that side, and I have a gas line on that side, handbrake cable on that side. Now if I can move the tap back, and I can get the bracket just in there, it just fits snugly. So I've got to see if I can move that tap. So problem solved with the tap. Took it off and plugged it, and I've just touched up all the rust spots underneath where the tap was with gal paint. But now we'll see if we can get the bracket on. Okay, so what ended up being a difficult job, it was meant to be an easy job, but we've got the bracket there for the gas bottle, so I had to work my way around that. Just a bit of modifications to the bracket. So we've got the first bracket on, we'll try the second. Okay, second one on. That one only took 5 minutes. Again, I just had to file a little bit out down the bottom so to compensate for the bracket. But nice and snug. Next step. Just a slight snag with these arms. As you can see, there's nearly an inch difference in the clearance at the bottom. They're welded in different spots. I guess if I bought new and I had instructions, I'd know why, but so I just have to modify this one so it'll open like it's so. Put that back in. It's too far down here, and when you go to open it all the way, it catches. Back to the workshop. Okay, so finally got both the swivel brackets on, so they work. Can't believe that. Anyway, onward. So the main carrier then just bolts onto those arms. It's all a bit loose at the minute. Wait till it's all together, then I'll tighten everything up. So 4 U-bolts up the top.
It's too cold to take them in the morning.
Okay, so it's all finger tight. Vicky has one question. What's your question, Vicky?
How do you open the toolbox?
Yeah, like that. Pull that pin out.
Oh, okay.
Go like this.
Pull that pin out.
Pull that pin out.
And then all the pins are out. Oh. Whoops. Whoops.
Well, that's a manufacturing fault. Oh, it's caught on this.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful. If that side was undone, we'd be able to open it. Very good.
Don't need it that far.
Very good, Jim.
So now we'll just tighten it up. I don't know, $1,300 retail. I think it'd come with caps in the top of the poles. Caps in there, you would think. But, yeah, I'm happy with it. Even happier that we didn't pay full retail for it. We'll load the bikes on, see how it goes. And there we go. They both fit. The clearance. At the minute I've only got them held on with the arms. But there's strap down points for the wheels. And if Vic holds that, we'll see if it opens up without falling off.
Holy dooly, opens up? What do you mean? Are you going to open that lid?
I was going to, but I'm not now. Too bloody tight.
It would be rather heavy. Oh, that's the only downside, I guess. Before you can set up camp, you have to take the bikes off.
Well, what's the point of having it open up? Pretty funny.
I didn't laugh until you said something. Do you want me to hold anything?
There's supposed to be a centre pin in there. Must be that smaller one.
I guess it didn't come with any instructions.
No, it didn't. That's what happens when you're buying it.
Yes, that's the downside of buying something that's not new. Have to work it all out for yourself, love. Oh! I thought that was going to... Oh!
So they were strapped on and just fall forward.
Right. Hold on.
Another day.
Another dollar.
I'll try and mount it again with a fresh pair of eyes and try and slow it down a bit. Not the most patient person. We'll take it slowly. So now it shouldn't fall off. Let me tighten that bracket down. So now it's tight. And hopefully a lot of weight in it. There we go, see if it falls off. Then we can lean it forward and there's all the way down. Get access to the toolbox. Pretty cool, huh?
Very. Are you impressed? Would it work with 2 bikes on there?
Yep. Just a bit heavier. The only thing we need to do, we don't want to travel through the rain and dust uncovered, so we just got to sort out a cover. We've been lent one to try, which I'm going to do now. So first of all, we tried out a Fiamma cover that's supposedly made for caravans, the front of a caravan. It's reinforced polyester, so it's tear resistant as well. But unfortunately, that just didn't work. It was too small. Next, we tried out our lightweight covers. These are more designed just for storing your bike inside, not for travelling on the front of the caravan, but they were approximately the same size, so we're going to take them to an upholsterer and have them remade in another material. Just stay tuned for what happens there.